Hello, I'm back again with another video, and I'm looking a little rough, and that's because I just woke up. It's like, well, I didn't just wake up. I woke up at 12, and I was planning on going out, and then I realized my dad had the fucking car. So, it's 4 now. It's 4:15, and I'm like, damn, maybe I should get ready and just like cross my fingers that he comes home like around 5. And if he doesn't, well, then that's a phone call that's going to be had. But for now, I can wait. I'm a patient girl. Because right now my dad has my car because my aunt's in town and like she doesn't have a car, so my dad was like being the generous motherfucker he is. He's like, you can use my car. I can take the L on this one, and so he dragged me into it too. So now I'm taking the L, waiting for him. So I'm gonna do my makeup, and by the time I finish, I hope he's back. But if he isn't, then as I said, a phone call is gonna be had, and there's gonna be some words exchanged. No swear words. Just be like, "Where's the car? Bring it back here before I go bonkers." But yeah, he's had it since 12. Like he came into my room. I don't know what time it was. It's probably like 10, 11 ish. And he was like, "Where's my keys?" And I was like, "Oh, it's probably on my desk." And then I like realized, like after waking up a little bit, I had my pen, my pen, and my drawers. I was like, "Oh wait, I'll look for it. Hold on, I got a bed all disheveled." I was like, "I got you." So yeah, so he has a car since then. But yeah, I was planning on. Well, I went to bed kind of early last night because I was tired as a motherfucker. Um, I went to bed at like I think two. What time was it yesterday? What the fuck? Last night. Probably like 3, maybe 3 at night, because I usually go to bed at like 5 or 6 in the morning. So going to bed at like 2, 3 ish was new. um and I was like, why am I getting tired so easily? And I was like, oh, because you woke up early that day, Gwen. Fucking dumbass. So I was like, okay, makes sense. So I allowed myself to go to bed kind of late. I mean, early. A little slip of the tongue there. But yeah, and then I woke up at like fucking 12. I was like, oh, I'll go out today. But then, I just explained the circumstances, so I don't need to explain it again. Um, but yeah, so now I'm stuck at home, no car, no nothing. And it's always at the most inconvenient times because I'm so used to having my car. And like whenever I want to go anywhere, I'm like, okay, I have my car, let's go. But now I have to be like, I have to ration out my time with my car. And I'm like, this is new. Like, this is new to me. Like, I'm privileged to have my own car, Um, but at the same time, when you have that privilege taken away, you're like, damn, bro, I should not take that for granted. But here I am. But I can live with it. I'm like, it's whatever. My aunt's probably gonna go back in like a couple of weeks, so I can. Well, let's be honest here. My dad said it'll be for like 2 weeks, and that was almost a month ago. So either he lied to me, or nah, that man definitely lied to me. He was just saying 2 weeks just to make it seem like it's a good deal on my end. But no, that man was fucking lying to me. She's been here for more than 2 weeks. It's been a month, bro. Um, but yeah. I'm not gonna bitch about it too much. It's a fucking car, but yeah. I was planning on going to Goodwill today to go thrifting because I have not bought new clothes in like a really long time, and I kind of want to like refresh my closet because I've had the same clothes for like years now. Like, I don't want to switch it up. Like, I'm not gonna like completely overhaul my fucking closet. I just need a couple more like. I'm thinking more basic pieces, like a couple more like maybe like shirts. I'm always hankering for a good skirt. And the top thing on my list to get right now is shoes. I need to get new shoes. Because my Mary Janes I have right now are like being ran through, and I'm like, damn, bro, like. I need to get new shoes because these bitches are flat. So there's that. Other than that, that's pretty much all I want to go thrifting for. I don't really want to buy a lot because, um, I don't want to like buy shit that I'm not gonna be able to wear. Uh, and then I'm also going to do a little bit of a closet clean out, I think, because a lot of the pieces I have right now are like winter outfits. that are probably not gonna be used until next winter. Like my big jacket and like my really thick coats and stuff. So that's probably gonna go in storage until I need it again next year. But the skirts, they are never going away. Them shits are staying in my closet forever. And that's just how it's gonna be, man. Yeah, I'm kind of thirsty, but I don't know why my eyes were watering so much. I'm like really stuffy and my eyes are watering, so I'm assuming it's like allergies because right now it's like almost May and I'm like, I don't get allergies, but maybe my mom, I got her doo-doo ass fucking allergy genes, and it's like, out of all the things you can give me, you give me this. First of all, my height. Second of all, allergies. Like, come on now, bitch. Like, the least you can do is like inherit me sound good, but I didn't get nothing good out of her, man. So there's that shitty ass gene pool. But what can you do, man? Why's my mascara so like clumpy today? It's like dookie. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to come on here because I actually did have some thoughts. They're not well, they're not like the greatest thoughts, but they're thoughts. And I was thinking, I was like, why do people put so much emphasis on like height? That's like something I've always like been confused about, because they're like, oh, are you 6 feet? Are you like, how tall are you? Like, I bet she's like 5'3", man. She's so tall. And I'm like, why do people put so much emphasis on height when it comes to like, I don't know, just in general? Like, it doesn't even have to be like for dating purposes. Like, people are always like, oh, how tall is she? Or how tall is he? And I'm like, feel like height is the last thing I would ask about a person. Like, I feel like I would first ask for like maybe their criminal record before asking for their height, because that, like, you're gonna get their height anyways if they have a criminal record, so might as well just ask for that and just get it out of the way. Like, you can ask for their height, their weight. Like, they got, basically, they even got your fucking birth date on your fucking criminal record. So if you really want to know their height, ask for their criminal record first before acquiring their height. I don't know. Like, that's what I think about, because I'm like, it's just so weird how like how much like height matters in this world, man. Like, okay, let me just say this. I'm like 5'1". I'm 5'1" because I round up. I don't actually know if I'm 5'1". I've never really measured myself. I haven't been to like the doctor since like 7th grade. I'm like in college now, so but I'm just saying, man, like, height shouldn't be like the most defining factor of a person. At least that's what I believe. And it's like, I mean, I kind of get where guys are coming from when they're like, oh, like, all girls ever care about is like if you're 6 feet. I'm like, yeah. Because like, if you have a shitty personality and the only thing you have going for you is like your height, like, just suck it up. Like, if you're gonna be like an unattractive person and be short, like, unattractive meaning personality wise, like, if you literally are like the most like grimy ass like personality based person, and you have the audacity to be like, oh my god, all females like dudes for their height. Like, there's no real females in this world anymore. Like, all of them are hoes. It's like, okay, yeah, that's why you're short, because you're talking like that, bro. Because all short MFs got the biggest mouth. Like, I would know. And then, like, all the short dudes are always fucking complaining about, like, their height, where, like, these tall guys are just tall. That's why girls are attracted to them most of the time, because tall dudes usually are not bitching about it. They're like, oh, I wish I was shorter. I wish I was 5'5". I wish I was this and that. Like, no, they're just doing their thing, well, majority of the time. This is just me, like, generalizing the male population, which is a problem in itself. You know, males just problem in itself. But what I'm saying here is that, like, in general, girls just, well, the girls I know, wait, let me take that back. I feel like, hold the phone, let me fucking do my eyebrow. Like, Jesus Christ, today, these are looking mad evil, bro. Like, they're looking like I'm about to, like, stomp a fucking, like, kid's head in evil. Like, that's not what I was going for. I was actually going for, like, a more sweeter look today. Like, you can take me home to your mom look, but my hand has its own ways, man. I'm not gonna stop it, though. Yeah, let's try to, like, taper this down just a little bit. It's looking horrendously devious. Like, like I feel like even guys put a lot of like emphasis on like girls, like, well, a lot of emphasis on like girls' weight, on their height, on their appearance, and like even girls do that. I feel like girls do discriminate, not discriminate. I don't know what the word is, but I guess they do like kind of pick and choose like certain guys. And like I said, both genders experience like societal pressures. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like one gender doesn't get something and the other like is just free flowing. Like, you know? Um but I'm like I think I'm like just confused about why height matters because like I don't know, like like I know a lot of people are like insecure about their height, and luckily for me, I don't really have like an insecurity when it comes to like my height. Like I'm insecure about like my lack of humor. That's what I'm insecure about. But when it comes to my height, I just kind of live with it because it's not like I can do anything about my height. Like it's not like the things that I like worry about are the things that I know I can change. You know, like my hair. If I like have a bad hair day, I'm just like, oh, I'm insecure about this, but I can change it. Like there are things about yourself that you can and can't change, and I feel like height is one of those things that theoretically, hypothetically, you could change, but why would you, right? Like just live with it. And to some degree, I feel like you could alter your height, but only for a temporary time. Like you can wear heels. For dudes, I don't know what. Like fucking, I've seen those things where like you put them in your shoe, like heel razors or where the fuck. Like you can wear those. Like if you're that like insecure by your height, that's something you have to like live with. But what I think is that like I don't really. Well, that's why I'm asking this question. Like I'm asking just whoever's the fuck is listening why height matters. Like I'm just throwing out theories right now. But if you guys have like a genuine answer, like I'm listening. Cause like whenever I look at people, I don't really consider their height unless it's like extraordinarily like out of this world. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like if I meet someone who's like taller than five, not taller than 6'5", that's when I'm like, what the fuck? Cause that's like a giant to me. But like when I just meet people who are like 6 feet, they okay. As a short person, every person over 5'5" looks exactly the same to me, man. Like you could not look at me in the eye and be like, oh yeah, I'm 5'7". Like I wouldn't give a fuck because you will look taller than 5'5". I know that. I know that you're taller than 5'5", and that's all I fucking care about, man. Because at the end of the day, man, height, they're like someone's personality is not defiant on their fucking height, and it's like kind of. And then like, my God, you guys, I'm pretty sure I've seen that TikTok where that girl was like putting up the fucking ruler thing and like making sure to like that like all the 6 feet guys that come in here are actually 6 feet, and she has a fucking tape measurer up, and then all the guys in the comments were like, oh, let's just put a scale in front and stuff like that. And like I find that pretty funny because it's like I don't know, like I think it's funny, but at the same time that's not something that could be directly compared. I feel like height and weight, like I feel like that's something that um is not correlated in the same way, but I'm not sure how to explain it, you know. Like with weight you can fluctuate very easily, but like with height it's not like you can grow an inch one day and then you decrease inches, you know. Like one day after another, like you can like I feel like you can shrink when you get older because I've seen like some grandmas looking pretty small, man. So I feel like you do lose a couple of centimeters, inches as you get older because you know your back. So I get that, but when it comes to like weight, I feel like those are things that are like very like variable, and they like fat distribution and like shit like that just different on different people. Like it's just I don't understand it. But then again, that's like coming from someone who isn't like. I feel like a lot of girls want to be short, which is like I don't know why you would want to be short, but there it is. And it's like I feel like a lot of tall girls I know are like super like ashamed of their height, and I'm like, I don't know why you're ashamed of your height, dude. Like that's like well, because there's a lot of things I'm envious, in terms of like tall girls. Like I'm very envious that like they can reach Okay, this is a really superficial thing. But I'm so envious that they can like reach up and like fucking grab shit on like the tallest shelf without looking like a damn fucking maniac. Because every time I have to grab that shit, I'm looking like I'm looking like a little fucking like monkey jumping up and down trying to grab fruit. Like it's literally humiliating trying to grab something up there. So like most of the time, like if I know I have to reach up, I just don't do it. I just don't do it because I'm like it's not worth the effort. First of all, and second of all, I just need to keep up a public image, like a clean public image. So I'm not gonna jump, okay? Like, and I feel like a lot of taller girls have like some of the best fashion available to them because I feel like they have a lot more space to work with. I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot more fun if you're tall to like get dressed because you have so much like real estate to work with, and I'm like fucking jealous. And then, like most of the tall girls I see are like pretty evenly proportioned. I would say like, well, I wouldn't know. But I don't know. Like there's a lot of things to be envious about when you're tall, but like I also get the fact that like a lot of them feel like insecure when they're like standing next to boys, and boys are always like it always comes down to men, man. But when men are always like, "Oh my god, you're so tall," and like you look like a man and shit like that, that's fucking hurtful, dude. Like if I got that like every single day in my life, like I would also want to be like, "Oh shit," like I feel like being short would be so much better. But I'm speaking to my tall girls out there, man. So what if you wear fucking size whatever the fuck Nikes, man? Like you're still fucking looking delectable, and and don't let them like short little men talk down to you because there's always some short little pipster men that be talking. I find I haven't done any experiments on that, but I feel like I would be able to find a correlation, just a correlation. There's no causing. It's a correlational experiment, but I feel like there would be a positive correlation from just short men having big fucking opinions and just ruining the fucking world. Like at the end of the day, man, that's what you gotta be watching out for. Short little fucking men. They're menaces, but they're very small menaces. But they'll slowly start to like. I feel like if two short men stack up, I feel like that would be very dangerous, very dangerous. So if you ever catch anyone in a trench suit that look kind of suspicious, never talk to them because they probably either disrespect your mom, your dead grandma, or your shoes. I don't know which one is worse, but I would say the shoes because I get kind of hurt when my shoes get demolished. But yeah, and I don't have a dead grandma, and I can, my mom, she disrespects her on the daily, so it's not really. But there's that. Short men, Noel Miller and Cody, whoever the fuck, like, they're passable as short men because they're funny. If you're short, you have opinions, you gotta be funny, okay? Like that's how I like to humble myself. I'm like, I'm short and I don't really have a personality, but at least I'm kind of funny sometimes. And I feel like it's justifiable for my existence for now until I find out that I'm actually not funny. And then that's where I'm going to start like, like posting on Reddit and posting on 4chan talking about like, I don't know, like killing everybody. But right now I'm Jay Coolin, man. But yeah, even that, like incel culture, that shit is fascinating, bro. Like that shit is just where did I go? Oh, I smeared my foundation on my leg. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's also kind of one of my weaknesses. I have no coordination. That's also something, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't understand how like short man got so many opinions, but there it is, man. And I hate it whenever like I'm like with like my like I don't want to like throw anybody under the bus, but whenever I'm like around some guys who are like on Tinder, they're always like commenting about the girls like height and stuff like that as well. So it goes both ways. Like I know a lot of my friends are girls also do that, and a lot of guys that are my friends do that as well. And I've always asked them, but they're always just kind of like they just say, oh, I just don't like short girls, or oh, I don't like short dudes and stuff like that, or like, oh, I don't like tall girls, I don't like tall dudes and stuff like that. Well, sometimes I hear the stuff about like tall dudes. Like sometimes like I know some girls don't want like a super tall guy. But here's what I think, okay? If you are 5'1", if you're like under 5'2", Okay, wait. Here's what I think, right? Take your height, and then like your choice, your the people that you should select based on height should only be 3 inches taller than you. Leave the rest to the tall people, man. They're out there scrambling for scraps, and while these fucking 5'1" bitches are dating these NBR, NBA fucking track stars and shit like that, dude, I'm talking on my ass right now. What? But what I'm saying is like, if you like, what do you need a 6'5" man for if you are 5'1"? That's my question. If you are 5'1", why do you need someone who is over 5'5"? That's my question. Like, you literally would seem tall next to them anyways. Like, I just don't understand it, and I don't get why 6'1" bitches are into 5 feet bitches. Like, do you just like doing this? Like, is this comforting to you? Like, I don't understand it, man. I really don't understand it. It just feels so belittling. Just so humiliating. Is that what you want? Then I'm throwing my hands up, man. I don't understand it one single bit, man. But let me just say this. Like, if you're, like, actively looking for a specific height in a partner, that's a little messed up. That's a little messed up. But if you somehow stumble upon love with someone who is, like, I don't know, like, much significantly taller than you, just out of nowhere, like, somehow nature just pairs you up with some fucking gigantic ass fucking titan, then that's fine, man. If nature calls, man. But if you're actively putting your little goggles on with your little spectacles on and, like, scouring out for fucking, like, 6 feet, man, then that's a little villainous. That's a little villainous. And that's when the Joker mindset will come in for most men. Because they're like, oh, so that's all you care about, my height? And then it's like, that's embarrassing. And then, well, one of the more embarrassing things, rather than just being short, is being short and lying about it. Being short and saying you're tall, that's embarrassing. Okay, just embrace your height. Girls find confidence funny. Okay, not funny, gorgeous. They find it like attractive, appealing, right? So if you're a short dude and you're lying about your height, that shows that you're insecure about your height, because that's psychology, babes. So what you gotta do is say that you're five. I met a guy who's 5'3". Okay, you're 5'3". You're 5'3", and you fucking own that shit, man. And then maybe if you open yourself up to the possibilities, you might get yourself a MILF woman. You might get yourself a tall woman. You might get yourself a gigantic fucking MILF woman. And for me, that's like hitting the lottery. For me, that's amazing. But for some guys, they don't like that. They don't like being demasculinized. But let me tell you this right now. A lot of short girls will just grab whatever, man. I'm telling you. It all comes full circle. You know how some short girls, like I, don't like jumping up to reach for our shit? They will go for the closest item that they have. They will go for the shortest thing on the shelf because they can reach it. Now, I'm just saying that I'm no psychologist. I'm no therapist. I'm no like scientisty major. But like I'm telling you, bro, like that's just basic mathematics. Like that's literally like why am I so mucused up right now? I like fucking spit like I'm talking so much. I usually don't talk as much. They look a little uneven, don't they? They do. But yeah, dude, like I'm telling you, you just gotta open yourself up to it, man. Cause all these short dudes, they be the exact fucking same, man. They be like, I don't want no fucking tall bitch. I want me a short bitch. I'm like, why are you complaining? Like, shut your fucking trap, bitch, and just take what you can get. Like, you're literally like, I don't understand it. Like, I just don't understand guys at all. So there's that. Then again, girls also do that. Like, I've met girls that was like, oh, he's shorter in person. And I'm like, what do you mean he's shorter in person? Like, this is the first time you ever met him. She's like, yeah, but he said he was 6 feet in his profile. And I was like, did you bring a tape measure? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He seems shorter in person. Like, he might be 6 feet, but he just probably, like, just the way his, like, body is built just makes him look kind of short. But he's probably 6 feet. Just take it and leave it, man. Shoot. Like, I'll only believe it when they bring, like, a fucking tape measure to the fucking date and be like, okay, stand still real quick, babes. But like, I don't understand it when girls are like, he's like shorter in person. I'm like, okay, bro. Like, the fuck are you, bro? Like, you should go work at Home Depot. Like, they probably need bitches like you there to like assess the wood panels and shit. Like, you wouldn't even need like the fucking tape measures and shit. You just would need you. It's incredible, truly. Ugh, I forgot how much I hate wearing lashes. Like, these lashes, like, they're literally like horrible. But I left all my good ones up in my dorm, so right now I'm like suffering through. Like, look at this. Wait, they don't look this uneven in real life. I don't know why it looks so uneven on camera, but maybe because it is uneven and I'm just not able to see it in real life. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why it looks like that. It's just, I feel like it's a shadow. Today's one of those days. When Garfield said he fucking hated Mondays, man, shit. He should have said that for every single fucking day. This shit sucks. Alright, I think that's I gotta talk about for today. So I'm just gonna log off. Alright. Peace out. Don't kill people and have fun. Yeah.